I had to like move all these things to my external drive to run out of space on my C drive. And these are worse because these are longer. These are 10 plus minutes. But yeah, I you know it's just it's funny to me how we we inflict a lot of the pain that exists in our lives on ourselves through the choices we make a lot of times. There's always consequences for actions, good or bad, good or bad, but there's always a consequence. Consequence has like a negative connotation, but it's just something that happens because something else happens. Yeah, yeah, I mean, that's the consequence. And I think when people blame other people or things for how they are, and to me, that's a foolish thing. It's unwise, anyway. Maybe not foolish, but unwise because whatever someone does to you, it's up to you how you deal with it. It just is, you know. If someone throws a punch, there's a couple ways to deal with it. One of the most unwise ways is to say, "Oh man, this person throwing a punch at me, they suck. You know, how could they do this to me? That's not fair." Well, if you do that, you can get hit with the punch, and you'll probably continue to complain while you're on the ground picking up your teeth. And you know, it's like a punch is coming. Okay, now what? Complaining not gonna make the punch go away. You could dodge it. The person can still fight you though. You can throw more punches. You can block it. It hurts you. Fight's still not over. I mean, they can still throw more punches at you. You can block it all. You have a very raw forearm, but yeah, you can do that. You can punch back. I don't know, it just exacerbates the problem because now you're in a fight. See, before, this person just throwing punches at you. You throw one back, now it's a fight. And not necessarily a bad thing. Sometimes you have to fight. But you could avoid fighting, I think. You could deflect it. Might give him something to think about. Might not. To me, it's better than blocking. You know, you could grab their arm, take him to the ground, kind of stop the situation, talk it out. At that point, you can't talk it out while they're throwing a punch, though. Once it gets to that point, I mean, what are you gonna do? Talking not gonna really work at that point. And action is already occurring. You know, force is in motion. What do you do with the force now? I don't know, it's just an elaborate example of how I view things. Because, you know, a lot of people just complain about things and expect it to fix. And that's not how it goes, you know. There's work involved in all things of merit. Even things of ill repute there is. But work is a principle. You can't circumvent a principle. You can prefer the principle, but you can't circumvent it. It's just how it is, how things go. You know, gravity is a case in point. If you jump off a building, you have to deal with gravity. You can't bargain with it. It's a principle. What goes up comes down. Inside that gravitational field, sure. You have a parachute, anti-gravity boots or something, or you can fly or something. Because once you jump, you end up on the ground. Unless you do something to, I don't know, deal with, not circumvent, but deal with the gravity. If you're not circumventing it, you're not taking yourself out of the principle of gravity. That's what outer space is. It's like, oh, okay, well, there's no gravity there, so you circumvent it. You don't have to deal with it. Now you have to deal with anti-gravity. Everything floats. You know, well, not float, but unfalls. Whatever. You know, so. But all this to say, like, a lot of things in our lives that we don't like, we bring on ourselves. Not everything, but a lot of the things. You know, a lot of things we hold on to that we shouldn't. A lot of things we let go we shouldn't. Shoot, you know what I mean? But you know, I like to let people, when they come to me with problems, I like to let them discover the solution on their own. Because I think if you say, well, if you do this, that, and that, a couple of things will happen. One, they'll try and find flaws and plot holes and all of this stuff. And it's like, that's, you know, that's counterproductive to anything. It's a waste of time. You know, because even if you say this is why this is, and that doesn't jibe with this and that, they'll continue to try and find things. And you know, some people want to take that route. You know, they want to deflect the punches. That's fine. I think if someone comes up with a solution on their own, they're more apt to go along with it. It's not a half-hearted thing if they go all out, because it's from them. People are very self-centered. This is what it is. So I guess that's option what, E or F? They psych themselves out, so the punches don't come anymore. That's something. But yeah, I just was, you know, just thinking about different friends I have, different circumstances, situation I was in, that I either succumbed to or overcame because of my attitude. You know, when it came to the music, it was like it was an overcoming type of deal, because it's like I was frustrated. It was like I have these songs, I use ideas for songs, but I'm on my own, and I have to play the chords on my bass. I don't have any bass lines for it right now for most of the songs because I was focused on playing the chords. You know, I'm singing the songs and I didn't want to sing because, you know, whatever. And it's like, at a certain point in that thought process is like, well, why am I doing this? You know, and it took me, but it took my cousin as well to really say, you know, do all that you can do. Let the chips fall where they may after that, but do all that you can do. Once you do that, what more could you ask of yourself? You know, what more can anyone ask of you if you give 100%? You know, I need to translate that now to other areas of my life. And like a little separate thing as I go. People say, oh, I'm bored. I'm bored. To me, there's no real reason to be bored in life on Earth. There's always something to do, to learn, to read, to see, to experience. There's always something. If you focused on one little thing, and that's not doing anything right now, that should show you. If you are bored, you should realize, oh, I'm not looking where I'm supposed to be looking right now. In my opinion, there's always something you could be doing to better yourself, the people around you. Always. And when you're bored, I guess that's a good like indication of you slipping somewhere, you falling down somewhere. Just my opinion. Later.